Hello there, Cubs. It is I, Stray Cat, the one and only, coming here with another episode of Stellaris Console Edition. Alrighty, when we left off, we had a number of things going wrong, and still trying to deal with that. We had what happened to be a hostile force of all things, asteroids that were inhabited by crystals, which is the only way I can really describe what I'm looking at here. Yeah, it's like crystalline beings inhabiting these asteroids. That's really all I can describe it as. Thought it was, oh, a boon, there's so many minerals I can use here, and then, yeah, that happened. And then, while I was sending the first fleet up to deal with that, or help the second fleet deal with it, then Voidworms go after my home planet. Because, you know, delightful. I have the fleet going back to deal with the Voidworms. Hopefully it'll be enough. Should be. And then from there, we go back to the original plan of taking out the asteroids. But for now, it is simply a matter of trying to deal with that and continue on our usual trek, which is trying to expand the empire as far as possible. Oh, didn't realize you were done. Okay, cool. Then that means, yeah, that's it. It's pretty much all I need to do is just wait out the first fleet dealing with the worms, and then we can get it updated, rather upgraded, close enough, updated to the current designs, and then go from there. Yeah. Alright, so we continue onward. Pobellin? Is that how you would pronounce that? And that's how I'm going to pronounce it. Pobellin Society encountered. We have detected the presence of a pre-space civilization on Drisk 1 in the Drisk system. They are in an early industrial age, with electricity and internal combustion engines gradually coming into widespread use. We should consider building an observation post. Yeah, absolutely. Although I don't know where you're talking. Oh, it's in Drisk down here. Okay. Oh. Their planet is sizable. Docile fauna as well. They got some interesting stuff going on. Pobellin. What is the Pobellin population? I wish I got a look-see at to what their species look like. Huh, they're spiritualist and militarist. Seems like they'd be nice to bring into the fold. Alright, and so there was one more thing, a first contact event pending that I forgot about. For the Pay Aliens, alright. After some initial successes in deducing the fundamentals of the language used by the Pay Aliens, our progress in establishing meaningful communications with them has stalled. It appears they speak in strange riddles, somehow conveying meaning through short and seemingly nonsensical phrases of which we can only guess the significance. Puzzling. We'll need to gather a larger sample size. And here's hoping we can do so.
Science Division reports success.
Okay, so the fleet is getting closer. It's in Adar. It's only a matter of time. Okay. powered exoskeletons. Beautiful. Wearing a powered exoskeleton suit augments the user's strength and speed. The military applications are obvious, but it will also increase labor efficiency. Which is, always nice. Okay, so I could go after the storm dampening generators. That way I'd have to deal less with negative effects from storms on ships. But it would be nice to have the destroyers unlocked. Just a little. And then it would also be nice to have the crystals. Let's go with storm dampening just because we have enough storms going on around us that it's worth dealing with. Oh, wait. Weather control systems. That is literally a one and done. Well, couple months.
System reconnaissance completed.
Those got done quick. What the hell? This got done incredibly fast. Good lord. Well. Oh no, now I don't have enough influence. Okay, well, you know what? In that case, you're not going to do that. You're going to do that. If I have to ration it out, that's what I have to do. There's not much choice in the matter. And First Fleet has finally managed to get within the home system, which means it's a matter of time before they do the dealing with.
Anomaly found.
Playful ruins. Impressive structures litter a small area on the surface of Carino? Yeah, let's go with Carino. One, practically begging for some archaeological work. Well,
Science Division report success.
Real quick. Gonna do that. Finish that up. And payload padding would also be nice. Negative effect on ship weapons lowered. Technically, this will sit there for a while, so might as well get this done. Or the hull points would be good, but reducing how much storms screw with our ships is probably ideal. Also, wow! That archaeological site was finished real fast. Our archaeologists have learned that after a long and bitter war, the two empires inhabiting this corner of the galaxy some 200,000 years ago signed a treaty compelling them to settle all future disputes with arranged and highly regulated combat engagements between robotic armies. Now, wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be ideal? Well, I should probably read on, shouldn't I? QT-1758 was chosen as the site of these battles. The treaty appears to have been upheld for nearly 2 centuries, preventing the outbreak of armed hostilities on numerous occasions, until one of the empires was caught cheating. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. Okay. Well then. Isn't that always the way? And I can think of a few analogs of that. But let's not talk too heavily on that, shall we? Although the football season was certainly interesting. Anyway, moving on. We now have ancient macro batteries as a tech research option. Hells yeah. Gotta love it. Also, I'm going to slow down the fight with the Voidworms a little bit so we can get a good look at how it goes, because I've never really focus too much on how that goes on. Also, look at that thing. That is weirdly grotesque. But then look at all my ships zooming around. Oh, wow. That dealt with it fast. My goodness, it was gone within seconds of me turning the timer back on. Wow. Wow. Okay. Well, now they're getting the ship upgrades I had planned for. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, no, the Troika is gone for sure. My goodness. Some amazing efficiency on that. Spike spores and Voidworm fangs. Their fangs were very efficient. But, just wasn't enough against the sheer size of the fleet. Then
Construction complete.
Finish. Oh, that was the end of that anomaly. The structures on Carino... Yeah, Carino. Structures on Carino 1 are not as old as we first believed. It is a playground or amusement park of some sort. Science Officer Hamza al-Adal noticed that many of the contraptions are highly complex creations that we can learn much from, and that, from the builder's alien point of view, this might have been a cutting-edge sensor array or even a gigantic art installation. Regardless, to us Phalans, it looks mostly like a place where you would take your young and let them amuse themselves. Specimen obtained of a spiraling attraction. Intriguing. Very intriguing.
Construction complete.
Fully repaired and fully upgraded. Beautiful. Alright, well. We head up. What is... Oh, that's the Tianki. Okay. I was wondering what that yellow was.
Recon pass completed.
Turns out it wasn't anything particularly bad. Well, let's at least look at Menkar. We're not going to be able to do much with not enough influence coming in. So we're going to have to wait until that builds up again. But as it stands right now, we inhabit a pretty sizable chunk already. As long as there isn't anyone in between the Jun vestige and us, we still have plenty of room to expand. And then once I deal with that, once I deal with all of those up there, we can go that route. But as it is, we're sitting pretty good right now. I'm kind of proud. I'm kind of proud of where we're sitting. Pretty happy about it. Alright. Epsilon aliens. Okay. Wonder what's up with them. Aisha, you figure out more about them for me, would you? Although I'm not sure what it could be about. What was that for? Oh, the Pay aliens. As we continued to investigate the Pay aliens, who we now know to be the Human Interplanetary Union, it became clear that the phrases they use are references to significant, well-known events that happened at some point in their past. The Human Interplanetary Union. Uh-oh. Oh, I see. If we choose to use the low speech, That's what gets us to end the procedure. But if we go to try to speak their true language, we can figure it out from there. Okay, now let me just finish the reading because I was distracted by the unlock. Fortunately, it seems that this form of their language is not the only version of it, but merely the high speech used in official settings and between intellectuals. An altogether more comprehensible low speech vernacular is used in more informal settings, especially among the young and those of lesser intelligence. Aha. Okay. Unfortunately, it is considered gravely insulting to speak to one of high standing using the low speech, so that they must treat us as the intellectual equivalents of children in order to communicate with us. Well, surely we can manage to speak their true language. Envoy Matteo Fezio pauses, looking confused. We've gathered several phrases that they seem to begin their messages with. Which should we use to greet them? If we use the correct greeting, the humans will be most impressed, but using the wrong one will likely cause offense. Suna, her ears listening. Uh-oh. Oh, boy. Guess that wasn't the correct choice. As soon as the words were uttered, it was obvious that we had chosen poorly. The humans held their silence for a long moment before we were beset by a barrage of harshly spoken phrases. Their intent is clearly hostile, even if their exact meaning remains unclear. It seems that in our attempt to impress the humans, we only managed to insult them. Oops. On the positive side, at least we were able to communicate with them, to some degree. Right. They will get over it. I'm not sure.
Permanent communications have been established with an alien empire.
I'm not sure I want this to be the way I meet humanity. I'm not sure. I mean, I could lessen the blow with the first option, but I don't know. I don't know. Greetings from the Human Interplanetary Union. We are a democratic nation committed to upholding the individual freedoms of our citizens regardless of their species. Our elected leader, President Ochia Natilpan. I think that's how. I did read that right, didn't I? Natilpan? Yeah, I think so. Hopes for a long and fruitful relationship with your people. Well, you know, I kind of want to check now.
Mi condena, please.
It says they're receptive. Now it's suspicious. Oh, hey! We come in peace. Complete a mutually friendly first contact. Okay. It went to suspicious rather quickly. Okay, oh, they are sitting literally right there. Wow. That is unfortunate. That is not who I expected. I thought it was for them, but no, apparently it's for over here. Well, shit. So the Locust Swarm Cannot be communicated with. Welp. So much for my plan. Oops. But at least now I know that there are humans down there. Y'all mind if I do a little save, Scummy? Yes, you do? Okay. Well, you know, as long as they don't immediately... Yeah, that just closed borders, which is fine. I close my borders to them. That's fair. At some point, hopefully, maybe. Oh wait, what's that? Oh no! Oh, my game's crashing. Oh no! What's going on? Oh no! Oh no! What do we do? Oh well, I guess I'll just have to start from the previous point that was last saved. Oh no! Oh no! Okay. That's enough of the stupid bit. Okay. Now that I know, this will be the only time. The only time.
Construction complete.
Okay. Surely we can speak. Oh no, they changed it. No. They changed it on us. Okay. Abia when the ramparts shook. Hey, this time it worked. The finest of greetings. Riddles decoded. We get extra first contact skill for 25 years. Damn. Okay. Alright. The reaction to our words was instantaneous. Smiles, or at least what we believed to be their equivalent of smiles, broke out amongst the humans, who uttered several phrases of unmistakably friendly character. It seems we chose our form of greeting well. Hey, now I know how both sides of the equation go. This is for me, okay? This LP is for me. And for some of you watching, but it's mainly for me. Some of you get to know too, okay? Leave me alone. Oh, we could use the opportunity to spy on them more. That's not what I'm gonna do, but that's interesting. Interesting that it gives you both options. Well, a most delightful people, absolutely.
Permanent communications have been established with an alien empire.
And apparently the name of their president didn't bother showing up this time, which is fine. Is what it is. It's oopsie doodle bug. Occasionally it happens. And now we talk to the Federation builders. President. Their president doesn't have a name. Okay, it is what it is. Establish embassy. Some of these. Huh. The humans are our first real equal society that we met. I didn't want to start on the wrong foot. Akano. Huh. We've detected the presence of a pre-FTL alien civilization on Menkar 1 in the Menkar system. They currently seem to be experiencing the equivalent of a renaissance, having recently left the medieval age behind them. Scientific knowledge is spreading rapidly, and the armies of their petty kingdoms are equipped with crude gunpowder-based projectile weapons. Interesting. Akano. Akano, okay. Okay, at some point we're going to have to get that dealt with. But that'll be after our fleet deals with that up there. And it looks like the storm is starting to dissipate. That's nice. That's very nice. And they accept our establish embassy request. Beautiful. You honor us. May our friendship last forever. They're considered inferior. Really? Really? That is surprising. Also, I'm going to have one of my envoys looking into the splintered species pre-FTLs. Let's go with Melanie Lavoie. Let's have her look into it. Just so we're keeping an eye on our pre-FTLs. We have received our first clandestine report from Spymaster Melanie Lavoie inside the Phaleran Society. This marks the foundation of our first spy network within a world still unaware of alien life. It is an incredible opportunity to study a pre-FTL society and steer it in a more prosperous direction. And my throat's starting to die, so give me a second to drink my energy drink. We just have to be careful not to reveal our true nature until they're ready. We cannot risk destabilizing their society. I agree. Absolutely. Toxoid. Interesting. I don't think I ever looked at them until now. Toxoid called Fallers. Interesting. Interesting. Let's check my times real quick. Give me a second here. Alright. I was curious. Alright. We got plenty of time. I just wanted to make sure. Okay. So now, we have discovered our first equal, although apparently equal is a relative term, in society, and it turned out to be humans. Who could have guessed? And they're also xenophilic, which means the furries among them are really going to love our society. And you can guarantee there are at least a few. At least. You know what? Since I'll be waiting for a while anyway, I'm going to have Rachel Carter explore all of these before coming back over to here. Because it'll be a while before the First Fleet deals with the problems up in Wanya.
Construction complete.
It'll be a while. Carano finished. Going to move to there. And actually, since that's nearly done and that's a short jump, might as well. And I do have more influence after that first contact.
Skywatch has sighted a spaceborne life form.
Might as well.
Science Division reports success.
Grab that one. Success on what? Hey, fleet support. Beautiful. As extrasolar expeditions, that's... Try saying that 10 times fast. Extrasolar expeditions. Extrasolar expeditions. Fucking expeditions. Jesus. Extrasolar expeditions. Extrasolar expeditions. Extrasolar expeditions. Fuck. It's difficult, man. Alright. It is important to provide a planet-side relief for returning fleets. And it is also a good idea. There's an option. But at the same time, there's other options I probably should be focusing on, like xenohydraulic mastering. To deal with some things on my colony. Oh! I had a ruined district specifically from when the Voidworms were here. Right. Of course. That makes sense. Insufficient. Oh. It destroyed one of those. That's unfortunate. Well, shit. Hamza Aladal. Let's have you... How old are you again? I want to make sure before I choose, because if he's gonna get close to not being here anymore, oh boy, yeah. Let's not have him do something that's gonna particularly be less than useful. Let's go with Observer. Yeah. Let's go with that. Epsilon aliens. The vessels detected in the Felonday system seem to be part of some sort of expedition across the galaxy, with purposes unknown. They have not made any hostile moves, nor is there any heavy weaponry in evidence. Instead, they seem to be broadcasting repetitive but not particularly content-filled signals in our general direction. Our envoy, Aisha al-Mubarak, is confused, but hopes that the broadcasts will help our linguists translate their language. I'm assuming it is one of the caravans, but which one? Couldn't tell you. It's a crapshoot. What it could be. Oh yeah, I haven't done anything in regards to picking what I want them doing as observation. I don't necessarily want them doing aggressive observation in any meaningful way, but I don't recall if there was any covert only. There's a way we can enlighten them. Let's go with subtle interference. Yeah. They're limited to passive observation, can target with certain espionage operations, can only reveal our presence to pre-FTL civilizations with high awareness, and cannot invade. I like that. I very much like that. In fact, I prefer that.
Anomaly found.
Distress signal. Our initial scans have caught on to an irregular signal, reminiscent of our own distress patterns. Interesting. Alright. Eventually I'll be able to get this repaired. Eventually.
Construction complete.
Hoping it's soon. Okay. Starbase and Menkar finished. Let's move you there. And then mining station, I don't care about that. Epsilon. Okay. The delight of the unknown. As we began to pick up more and more visual images of the aliens known as Epsilon aliens, it was inevitable that these would eventually be leaked to the wider public. Their appearance has proven delightful to the Felinian public, who are now impatient to make closer acquaintance with these aliens. Okay, you know what? Looking at them now, I can get it. They are kind of adorable. They are kind of adorable. We shall see them very soon. We shall understand them very soon. They are isolationists, though. Which I have to assume is because they're one of the caravans. Oh, man. There's... And even if I go for Archimele there, it'll at least cut off more access to other little... Oh, man. The further I explore, the more I'm like, oh, well, maybe I can call that good, that stopping point good. That's the main issue. Is that as you continue to expand, you keep wanting to expand ever and ever further. Lost in space. The signal we intercepted was a distress call from a ship in orbit around Sorsamax 2. Sorsamax, alright. The ship is not giving off any heat signatures and seems to be drifting. A special project has been issued to investigate what happened to the crew. We can choose we don't have time for this, but
New
it is
sit rep.
intriguing. I'm curious to find out. Ooh, we level up. Head of Research. Beautiful. Kinje. You are going statistician. Haha. Beautiful. Alright. Sorsamax 3 has been identified as a terraforming candidate. This planet will be tracked as a potential future colonization target. You love to see it. You love to see it. Okay, so now we're going through the storm, which means it'll take 9,000 years. But we're getting there. We're getting there. That's the important part. Message in a bottle. As we expected, the interior of the solar sailor is appropriately archaic. The bridge resembles the deck of an old planet-bound sailing ship designed to sail on watery seas. The deck plating appears to be metal, but most surfaces are covered with carved wood, a contrast to the glass-like substance on viewports and data screens. Powering up the ship's computers, we have found a data file with an old-fashioned seafarer's song. According to our archaeologist, this melody was once known as a sea chanty or space chanty. We are attempting to transcribe the lyrics. Intriguing. They specifically added this in when there was a heavy what's the word I'm looking for here? Appreciation for the old sea shanties being brought back into vogue. It was actually kind of cool. Now, if they actually had some music to go along with it, they would have been cool, but unfortunately, all we have is lyrics. But I think they're pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool. I like it. I adore it myself. Anyway, we continue on.
Anomaly found.
Lost soul. We have found a heavily damaged bipedal robot floating in space. We do not understand its energy source, but we may be able to retrieve some information from its memory. That would be nice. That would be nice.
Science Division reports a new breakthrough.
Does it now? Payload padding. Beautiful. A new approach to alloy use in military applications significantly reduces the ability of cosmic storms to interfere with energy weaponry and explosive payloads. Beautiful. Sort of shit you love to see. Oh yeah, I kind of need to upgrade armor, don't I? Should probably focus on that too. Yeah, just a little. Because I think we're running this base type of armor. A combination of different metals and ceramics that result in a strong armor without sacrificing flexibility. Hell yeah. Sounds good to me. Let's go. We found a bipedal robot floating in space. Its faceplate is featureless and its metal exterior is damaged. Preliminary scans indicate it has residual power, but its power source is radically different from our own. Its internal circuitry may hold memories of its previous existence, but recharging it and translating its information will take time. Well, let's see what you remember, Cosmic Traveler. Scan the robot. Through diligent effort, we have found a way to recharge the robot's power supply and scan its memory banks. Sadly, the machine has deteriorated so badly that we cannot retrieve coherent information. We will consider a follow-up study, and we may search for others of its kind, but the fate of this mechanical castaway must remain a mystery. Fascinating.
System reconnaissance completed. Construction complete.
Beautiful. Gotta love it.
Anomaly found.
Asteroid waves. The asteroid P1LT47 is emitting some form of radiation in controlled bursts. Is someone, something, trying to communicate with us? It's worth looking into. Tell you what. Epsilon aliens. Yep. Caravaneers. Numistic order. Okay. We managed to decipher the confusing, repetitive messages of the Epsilon aliens were sending us, and it turns out that they were commercial advertisements. Apparently, they call themselves the Numistic Order and are part of a group of spacefaring traders that make a living by offering the best deals, or what they claim to be the best deals, to whichever civilization they happen to be visiting at the time. True to form, it appears they are attempting to contact us. On screen. But it is true. You really are as prosperous as Numa has foretold. Fortune favors the bold, as they say. We are the Numistic Order, simple merchants, devoted to the worship of commerce. Our fleets travel the divine currents of cosmic energy, wherever the winds of fortune take us, bringing new deals every time we enter your lands. Or space, I should say, I guess. Sadly, our ships are beyond the bounds of your realm for the moment. But next time we visit your skies, the wonders of the universe could be yours for a modest donation of credits. Next time, maybe. Perhaps next time. Speaking of next time, I think it is time to end this episode for next time. Thank you all so much for watching. Click the like button if you like this particular video, and click the subscribe button if you want to catch more of them. Share and comment so we can bring more people into this community, talk about the games we're playing together, and push us out into the algorithm to begin the cycle anew with new people. This has been the one and only Stray Cat, playing games and slowly but surely trying to get us dealing with the threats to our, well, our everything. Namely, our Empire's ability to be coherent here, and, well, also connecting with other societies that are really close by, and hopefully will continue to like us for some time, because it's always nice having an ally in the first few minutes that aren't immediately either benign or openly hostile. Namely, they're benign. They're kind of hostile. But here's hoping that that trend continues friendly, and that I don't have to make excuses to keep that trend going for me, but also for you.